The Northern Territory government has identified 300 close contacts of a man who tested positive to COVID while in the community. Live to Matt Cunningham now in Darwin. Matt, this single case has sparked a 3-day lockdown. Is it going to get worse today?
Well, we certainly hope not, Laura. A 3-day lockdown, not just for Darwin, the greater Darwin region, but for Katherine as well. So really the first time this year that any area outside of that greater Darwin region has had to go into lockdown. But as you say, one single case has caused this. A man in his 30s from the United States. He was coming here to do some critical work, defence work in Darwin. Now, he arrived here on Thursday. He'd been in hotel quarantine in Sydney for 2 weeks. He then flew from Sydney to Canberra and Canberra to Darwin. But he did spend 3 days in the community before he tested positive. That's what's causing the real concern for the Northern Territory government. They are asking people who've been at an exposure site, anyone who's a close contact of this man, to call the hotline so that they can arrange to be tested. They've also asked for anyone with symptoms to come forward and be tested. Now, I'm at a testing station that's been set up this morning at the Darwin Netball Centre. Fair to say, though, Laura, that not many people are attending to be tested here. We've only seen a handful of cars come through and it's been open now for more than an hour, although the Health Minister, Natasha Files, did make it clear that they didn't want people who were well to come and get tested in case that put too much strain on the system.
We only require people to get tested if they're symptomatic or have been identified as a contact. If you're what we call the worried well, you will burden our system, and we saw that last time.
So that testing has begun. Obviously, people trying to get in contact with the close contacts of this person, the government asking people to come forward. The good news at this stage, Laura, is that there have been no new cases recorded overnight. However, the Chief Minister, the Health Minister, the Chief Health Officer and the Police Commissioner are about to go into an emergency meeting, so we'll have more information sometime after lunch today about whether we've seen any more cases and whether this lockdown will need to be extended.